Okay, this is the 12th video in the Wargaming series of Waterloo, Battles of Waterloo and Wavre. Game-wise, we're on the June 18th, 1:30 p.m. turn. It is turn 10 out of 52 in the game. Visibility is 20 hexes and everything else is normal. Movement cost is 100%. Artillery fire is 100% and musketry is 100%. So now we have to make changes to two settings. We'll take the objectives off. I know what they are. And we'll put up map elevations. Okay, now it is French defensive fire. So let's see what we've got here. Do we have any fire here? This cannot fire. So let's look over here. Has fired. Okay. We can fire here. I don't know whether this is in its field of fire. I guess we'll soon find out. No, I didn't think so. Okay, I better check who's over here. Okay, we got a disordered column and we've got a unit and square. We'll take the disordered column under fire. 36 men, very good. This one has fired. Huh. Oh, I guess I must have fired these already and I just forgot about that one that could fire. Okay. This can fire, but it's only skirmishers, so I'm not going to bother. This can fire. Again, only skirmishers, I'm not going to bother. Oh, this cavalry unit is charging. Oh yeah, he's probably going to get this guy, so I might as well let him have it. Has fired. Oh no. That's not too good. Has fired. Okay, I guess I fired all those guys. Has fired. Has fired. Must have been at the end of the turn. Has fired. Okay, let's go over here. Do we have anything? These two are routed. That's a skirmisher. That's a skirmisher. Another skirmisher, not worth firing on. Oh, this guy. Hey, everybody's fired. Okay. Let's go on to the next turn then. Allied offensive fire. Okay. One gun. Oh, okay. 15 men. 4 men. No effect. 2, 4, 5, 9. 19. That was a battalion. 1. That wasn't too bad. Allied melee. He's got the cavalry charge here. 40 and 30. So he took the brunt of it. 11 and 5. He took the brunt of it. 22 and 11. He took the brunt of it. 2 to 1. He took the brunt of it. 70. Oh shit. He really got cocked on that one. You gotta watch those melees. You don't want to be meleeing full strength battalions, even if they're disordered. They're pretty tough. Melee, you really have to have 3 to 1 odds. So you take a normal battalion, you're going to need 3 of them to go up to 1. French movement now. Okay. I know I don't get anybody, but oh, I do get somebody. Whoa. There's some units that did arrive. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind and bring them on, I guess. What have we got here? Okay, we got this unit in line. I got one disordered cavalry. Shit, these guys aren't faced right. Ah, nuts, and this battery isn't, it isn't a horse artillery. I don't know whether it can mix with cavalry. Nope. And nuts. Thought I had an infantry unit around here. Infantry battalion or all cavalry. What the hell happened to him? Oh, maybe he's down here. Well, no point in me staying next to him and taking fire. So I think I'll set up for some charges here. This disordered guy, he can go to the rear along with these leaders. Jesus, 7 leaders on this one, guys. More. 12 more units than I have here. Okay, how come these guys aren't moving off? Jeez, there's more of them. Holy cow. Oh, how ridiculous that is. Oh, get out of here. Okay. I'll set all of these guys up to charge if he comes forward, even if he doesn't. Then I'll get rid of this. These skirmishers down here, I'll set up for a charge on them too. We'll see what he does. Okay. Now, what does he have up here, I wonder? A mounted. Okay, 2 mounted regiments. Okay. Column. Another mounted one. It's got a lot of cavalry over here. Nothing in this group. No cavalry. Okay, that's good. He's got another cavalry unit here. Yeah, so he's got 4 regiments of cavalry. 5. Okay. This is where he's got his cavalry, which is good. That's okay with me. It's not anywhere else. So, let's keep moving out here then. Get some high ground here where I can deploy some artillery. the horse artillery with me. Let's see. I want to turn this battery. Whoop. One click to the right. I'll turn this battery the same. Oh, come on now. Okay, we got Jerome coming up here. I'll limber up this battery. Put him on the road here. Bring this guy down here in case he wants to try to advance on this battery. This guy's disordered anyway, but he'll keep these guys in check. Move him up one more, and then I intend to deploy him on high ground here, maybe here, where I can fire on these guys up here and down here, whatever is most advantageous. Now we've got these supply units up here, so we'll send one of them up here. Oh boy, those are the only two supply units I have around here. So I had better conserve them. If I can. We'll put them right there. Okay. So this is one of Jerome's infantry. Move him up there. Turn to face the enemy. Now I think temporarily I'm going to put this cavalry unit right there so this skirmisher doesn't slip around me and try to interfere in Jerome moving north. Okay, so I've got these two foot batteries. This is limbered, that's good. Oh, good, so I'll move them behind there. This is another one. Okay, very good. Now we'll start moving these up. This is Jerome. Very thick. I think it's the biggest division in Napoleon's army. Now I better move up some supply with these guys. Move up these 2 supply units. And we'll move up this one. Oh, these poor little skirmishers back here thought they were going to do some damage. Turns out not. Skirmisher's still disordered. Well, this guy's recovered. So I think for the heck of it, I'll charge this skirmisher and let's see what happens. Okay, come on. There we go. He's 275 men. Hopefully this skirmisher is weak. But like I said, they are hard to get rid of. Okay, now, so we've got everything moving up there. So these 2 guns, they're in a good spot. Now these are all leaders. Nope, we've got 1 column there. So we'll move him up to defend the flanks of the battery. We'll move all of these leaders behind and we'll move this guy up here and turn him. Okay. Oh, we've got 2 columns here, huh? This guy's in line. This guy's in line. Very good. So we'll start duking it out with him. Got 2 skirmishers here. We've got a line unit there. I'll leave that alone for the moment. A line, a column. Everybody's disordered. I've got a disordered column, so okay, we'll just hold them in place. 2 disordered columns and 2 more. I think it's enough to take on this skirmisher who is also disordered, so we'll do that. Okay. And this column, let's bring him into the action. Two skirmishers up there. I can't go any further, but that's okay. Oh, we've got 2 skirmishers here. We've got a disordered column and a disordered line. Oh, we've got a disordered mounted regiment here, so we'll turn the disordered line 1 click to the right so we can fire on. Here's a huge stack of units. Leaders, I mean. So we'll push him down there. This guy's a disordered line, firing on a disordered line, firing on a disordered line. Okay. Okay, this is looking pretty thin in here, so I'm going to bring this second division up here. This first division is going to continue down the road. Ooh. It's what I thought. This guy now has recovered his morale. That's not good for me. He's gonna get. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Because since this guy is facing his back to me, I don't have a zone of control here. These guys aren't set up for a charge, but they probably soon will be. I'll get one turn of reprieve. I'll move down here. And he's in column, so he's not going to be much good for firing on anybody. Now this is a disordered mounted. Here's a disordered line. So let's see if I can move the skirmisher out here, or will that sucker move? No, you dog. He won't move forward because he's afraid. So I'll move, this guy's in line, so he'll fire on the cavalry. This guy's in line, that's good. Got artillery here with a disordered battalion in line. Okay, we want to replace him. Unlimbered in line. Who we got? Oh, we got these two line units surrounded. Here we've got, let's move the supply unit out. So this guy's in column. Let's hope he can go into line without being disordered. Oh yeah, now he can fire at this guy. And we'll send these two guys down here. He's disordered. This guy isn't disordered though. So we'll send him down here, and this guy's in column fortunately, so he'll march up to there. And we'll turn him one click to the left, and he'll be ready to go in line next time and go into that hex. Okay, so this guy's in line. Okay, this guy's gonna feel some punishment. And these guns are disordered, so they're going to withdraw to the rear. And this guy's in column. Okay, we put him in line. Good. This guy's in line, that's good. He's disordered. This guy's in line, and I've got some limbered guns underneath him. Wow. And it's foot artillery, I think. Yeah, what a shame. I'll put him into, let's see, is he, yeah, he's disordered, so I don't think I've got a battalion of 582 men, not disordered, so I don't think I have to worry about him meleeing me. So let's put the guns unlimbered, and we'll put this guy underneath the guns. So it'll be bang right in your face, but not this turn, next turn. This guy's in line. This is in line. Okay, looking good here. So I've got this artillery battery that's disordered. And I'm going to move this one around in this direction to either fire on these guys' flanks or sit in the high ground and fire at this battery. So these guys are kind of lying low in this low ground, just waiting for events. Okay, we got a Prussian cavalry regiment that's disordered, so I'm certainly not afraid of that. We've got two skirmishers here. This is a disordered line, so I'm going to turn him one click to the left to fire on the Prussian cavalry. It won't be that effective, but it'll be something. It's better than firing on these skirmishers. So this guy's in line. So these are all leaders. I'm going to push them back here. And what to do with this artillery? Should I fire at this guy? I don't know if I can fire over this village hex. I'm higher and I'm firing up. I think I can. I won't be able to fire this turn because when I move these line batteries, you can't fire that turn, but I think I'll try next turn. So let's turn him one click to the left. Okay, and I think this routed skirmisher is going to get meleeed. Let's see who's here. Well, we got a column here. He's routed though, but I'm going to blow him apart. So that guy's in line. He's in line. He's in line. He's in line. Okay, so I'm going to turn him one click to the left. So we'll have 4 battalions in line firing at this guy. That'll be fun. We've got a battalion up here. This battery usually fires at him. And this guy's in line. This battalion is a disordered column. So I'll be firing at him, and I think this artillery will shoot right through the slot here. Let's hope so. Okay, we got one guy in column here. We've got a routed skirmisher. Okay, we know what to do. Whoop, taking that supply unit. I don't want to, especially. And then we'll turn him one click down, so we'll melee him. Let's put the supply unit in that village hex. We'll move these guys up. Oh. Cool. Ah! Isn't that nice? He moves next to this routed column. Routed column. 3 routed columns. Okay. We get some artillery up there. Finish off those routed columns quick enough. Now the British are going to find out the penalties of being stretched out. Means they don't have enough artillery and cavalry to help the infantry. Now this battery can go. First of all, I'll send this supply up there. This battery can disengage since it's limbered. We don't need it against that battalion. We're going to blow it to pieces. Okay. So that flank is working out well, and we've got some major reinforcements coming up here, a whole division. Okay, let's move them up and we'll see. That's the end. Okay. So I'll make a decision. I can either push them up through here, which I'm not so sure is a good idea since these guys aren't disordered. They're going to be blowing the hell out of these guys. I could march them across this low ground, connect to this road here, and march them towards the flank. That's probably what I'm going to do. So this is part of the 6th Corps, so we'll get them rolling up this road. We're going to fire all of our guns at once. Explode in space. We're not going to wait until the end of the day to use our old guard. We're going to be using it soon. Get this guy back on the road. Okay. Now these 2 batteries are Corps artillery. Huh. We've got a square here. Let's put the supplies inside the square for the moment. Skirmishers. We do have a little hole here with no reserves. Though, I guess I should bring up these 2 Corps artilleries, deploy them. Deploy them in here. Well, is that a good use of them? I can go in a square to stop the cavalry. Yeah, I guess I have to do it. I can go in the square here to stop the cavalry from moving through. But I can't drive them away unless I have the artillery. So I had better send them up here. So next turn he'll go into the square. See if I can get that supply out of there. Yeah, I can. Good. So he'll go into this square. And then I can go in the square here and put this artillery under him and control that middle area. Now, in light of this, do I really need to send this division in here? If I do, I might send part of the old guard in there. But I think I'm going to follow this this other division of its corps around to the flank. I think that'll be my biggest bang for the buck. I think those 2 artillery batteries will kind of stabilize the situation with the enemy cavalry. And if it doesn't, I have the guard coming up. I can send the young guard there or something, just as a stopgap. It's probably not going to be involved in much fighting, but I can put it into square, because it looks like the rest of his infantry battalions here are pretty much beat up, unless he brings something from his main line. And I think before very long he's going to have to deploy against my right. Let me see where this cavalry is. Okay, I'm holding this road. That's good. He's got a column there, a column there, a column there. Alrighty, let's get this crossroad and see if it forces any of them to go in a square. I don't think he needs to, because I think I would be disordered crossing this hedge. Now we've got infantry columns here. So I'm going to push up to this crossroads to make sure no units come down this road and try to reinforce his left. Okay, that's good for the cavalry. Now let's get back to moving this stuff. So we'll move the 6th Corps to the right flank. Oh, I like this pike. You can really travel. Okay, so these guys never want to call the old guard battalions old guard. Just put old guard on there instead of their designations like grenadiers or. But I think the old guard is in the lead. I can't tell the difference between old, middle, and young guard. Just use those designations next time. Okay, anyway, enough of griping. Let's move them up. Oh, they really boogie up there. Okay. Whoop. Morand. I think he's the middle guard. Well, I'll have to look him up and see if that's true. So we got the green guys up front, which I think are the old guard. These white banded guys, I think, are the middle guard, and then these green guys down here might be the old guard. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, come on. One more. Okay, now the greenies. Yeah. Oh, got still some white guys here. try to keep them all together. Get this guy off the road. One more white guy. Probably middle guard. Okay, these are probably young guard, I think. Oh, we got a red guy here. Pioneer. No, we won't worry about him. Let's move these guys up. Come on. I'm on a lesser road here, so I'll probably drop back a hex. No, we don't. Close right up. Good. Now I'll probably drop by a hex. Nope, close right up. Okay, that's pretty good. Movement on this road is pretty good. I thought it'd take more movement points than the pike. Maybe not. Yeah, I guess not. Okay. He'll get on there. He'll get on there. He'll get on there. All right. All right, everybody's on and marching to the sound of the guns. Okay, let's get some of these supply units on this road going to our flank. I have a feeling we're going to have a fair amount of combat there. And we'll close up him. French are not short of supply, that's for sure. Move this guy this way. I believe that's everything on the Waterloo battlefield. Now let's see where those units come in and what's there. Oh, Grouchet, of course. Well, let's switch to the Wavre battlefield. Let's use the jump map to go to these areas. Okay, here's where we're deploying. Oh, look, an artillery battery deploying right in front of me. He's still limbered. Huh. Clever boy, I can't really charge him. So what I'll do is I'll unlimber. He's got a horse battery there too. We'll duke it out. And I'll put my cavalry behind the battery so he won't be able to fire on it. And then I'll point it to him so I can charge him if he's got anything else in there that decides to come out. Now I'm pretty sure I'll get disordered marching down, marching across these dark hedges, so I'm not going to do it. Okay. send this guy. I'll put him in the slot just in case that first guy becomes disordered. My goal is to keep him back. His goal is to get through, not necessarily fight a battle here. What's he got here? Oh, he's got some mounted men. He's got two. He's formed in the square here. He's got two disordered line battalions in square. He's got a couple skirmishers, and he's got another artillery battery here. Okay, let's make him deploy the artillery battery to the south by moving. Oh, here we see something else. That I can charge. Oh, and it's cavalry. Well, well, well. So he can charge me too. Okay. He can do that. Get the leader out of here. And what I'll do is I'll put another cavalry unit behind him. So if he charges this, he'll go disordered probably. And then I'll be able to charge him. Okay, so these guys are coming through up here. Let's continue moving those, see if anything's up here. No, not so far. That's nice. Yeah, I'm afraid he's just not going to go waltzing through to Waterloo. He is going to have to fight, or it, which refers to AI, is going to have to fight its way through. Okay, now we've got another brigade here. It's coming up to Courtour. Should be right in this guy's flank. Not just a unit, a whole brigade. Oh, two artillery batteries. Now that is going to be real handy. Okay, that takes care of him. Now let's find this other one. Here it comes up the road here from Wavre. And I've got to go on this cow path. I'm going to lose some time there. But we're coming up too. So there'll be two cavalry brigades coming from the south. We'll see how much more he has. He's got kind of a mixed bag there. A couple artillery units. Maybe 3 cavalry regiments. 3 infantry battalions. Let's see what else shows up. Okay, those guys are all good. And this guy is tail end Charlie, lagging behind. Because he had to hold the crossroads. Oh, but he's coming up fast. Okay, now the other guy here, the other brigade is over here. Now this is going to be a sticky wicket. Well, we're going to withdraw this artillery from this position. Let's see if we can take... I can't make the woods this turn. I don't think he can fire at me unless he's got an artillery battery up here, which he doesn't. So I think the forest don't interfere. So I'm going to keep the cork in the bottle here until this artillery unit moves in the woods. And this guy is watching any movement through this low ground, and he's watching any movement from up there. Okay, so we're all set for that. Now, I think we turn on this road. This road takes us up here, up here. Oh, that's quite a ways to go. No, that's not right. Let's see where I want to go with these guys. If we go down here. Oh, I see. Then we cross the bridge here. We cross the dial here, and then there's this tail end cavalry unit. We want to follow him. So we hang a left here. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Well, 145. I don't know. Grouchy might make the end of the battle. Probably not before then. I would, well, maybe. Maybe he can get there by 6 if he's not interfered with. If I can hold the rest of his guys back. But the Prussians are going to be shifting their entire army towards Waterloo now because there's no real pressure on them. So the question is who can get there first. But the French have a cork in the bottle because they've got cavalry in between the Prussians and Napoleon. So that's a tough opponent to take care of. Well, the Prussians do have a lot of cavalry, but it's going to take time to deploy. Come on. Let me check the time here. Wish this time clock sat on top of the map. 54 minutes, so we don't have much to go. I'll probably just finish movement. That'll be it. So I know we've got some more stuff coming on the board. If I were Napoleon, I would have never given Grouchy, who was like a real recently appointed marshal. He was a very good cavalry commander, but a very bad corps commander, or wing commander, whatever you want to call him. And he was only promoted at Lanay. So he was above his pay grade. Well, not above his pay grade, but above his ability. And Napoleon gave him way too much here. I would have just giving him a cavalry division at the most. That's all he needed to figure out where Grouchy was going. And the rest of it I would have kept with Napoleon. Instead, look at all he gave him. It's too much. I think he gave him 2 corps, 2 infantry corps. One of many mistakes Napoleon made in this battle. Napoleon got lucky before 1812. He won some battles. I mean, he had good strategy and everything, but he also had a lot of luck. Like at Austerlitz, I mean, he tempted the Allies to go up Pratzen Heights. Well, they didn't have to. I would have stayed where they were. They were in a strong position. Just stay there. They didn't have to advance, but what they did, and that was a mistake. It fell into his trap. And at Borodino, I mean, they said that was the first evidence of his declining powers, because rather than listen to Davout and do a flank march, Napoleon just decided to go head on into a meat grinder. And he didn't win the battle, but he didn't lose it. The Russians withdrew intact. So it might have been a strategic victory for Napoleon, because he held, he held the battlefield, but it was a strategic loss because the Russians got away with their army so they could rebuild it. Okay, that looks like it. Okay, so we've got Grouchy coming on here. He's a ways away yet. Where's that other brigade? Oh, it's out this way. Got confused by that other one. Okay, here it is. So maybe within 2-3 turns, it'll be engaged up this road. And it's got ground to maneuver on. You can maneuver around behind here or up here. Then this brigade will be up, like in 1 turn. And this brigade from the north, I'll probably head to Freudmont, and I'll probably run in to the Prussians somewhere in here, I would imagine. But if I don't, I'll go to Freudmont and hold it. But I suspect right after I get out of these woods, I'll run into Prussians here. So we'll see. But that'll be it for today. So we'll continue on tomorrow.